Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Lenamonee. We have Miss Waymin here for another episode of Watch Your Mouth with Luna and Waymin. And today's episode is going to be about that cubicle life, about the life at the appointment center. Yes, we are not going to sit here and talk to you about where we were at.
Y'all know.
Yeah. We're not going to talk to you about what appointment center we worked at, but we will tell you that it was a medical hospital appointment center, and it was not attached to like a hospital and we were like in the basement or nothing like that, but it was like the building we went to was just an appointment center. Yeah, over 100 people, definitely over 100, probably 200 people in the building. All right, so if you're interested, stay tuned.
Let's begin with expectations.
Oh, quotas, numbers. What did they used to call them?
What was, I don't even know what they were called. Metrics.
Yes. Metrics. Oh my goodness.
So metrics will ruin your life because they're unrealistic at times. Sometimes you can't help it, whatever. Sometimes it's like, why is this metric in place? I can't stop this person from talking my ear off. So how are you going to punish me for that? I don't understand that. So if I went over my allowed time because this patient is talking me to death, what am I supposed to do? Say, oh, can you please hang up because my metric's going to be off.
And just to give you guys a little insight too, we met at this appointment center, you know, during that cubicle life.
We shared the same pain.
Yes, we shared the same pain. Maybe that's what brought us together. The pain from the appointment center. But yeah, the metrics was really, really bad. Me personally, I was there for 3 years. I think you were there less than that. Very less. Yeah, she talked about, I'm gone. One day you go look up and I'm gone. Yeah. And
I already started packing my things.
Yes. Yeah. And I never decorated my cubicle. Like I know some people put like, you know, little fake flowers, pictures of family, drawings from their children. I had nothing but pens, Post-it notes. Yes, I did not decorate because I knew I wasn't going to be there forever. And I treated it as such. But yeah, metrics was really bad because they measured you on everything, even going to the bathroom.
Yeah, so it was like measured. 2 minutes to tinkle. I mean, what if you had more water in your system? What are you supposed to do?
What if you had diarrhea?
Why have you, where you got to shoot a deuce? What are you supposed to do?
What if you had Taco Bell?
How can that be time? You can't time that. I mean, okay, we know if you're in the bathroom goofing off for like an hour, but if I was in there for like maybe 6 or 7 minutes, maybe something was going on.
And then, and they want you have to make that time up. I think the max was like, and where we worked to, like, it was call after call after call. So there was no pause. Unless the system was down. Yeah. And you get to breathe for like a good 5 minutes or so.
But they found a way to put that system right back up. Yes.
Yeah, you couldn't breathe that long, take a break that long. But yeah, I think it was 2 minutes. No. It started at 2 minutes. And then they kept lowering it. I think the lowest it was when I left was 1 minute. You had 1 minute to take the next call. And then they got this big old flat screen TV on the wall showing you the queue, which shows you how many people are in the queue.
Which that's depressing. Don't even tell me. I don't even want to know.
Yeah, you don't want to know. So they eventually, I was after you left, they started like showing other stuff on there. Not a TV, but like fish in a tank.
Should have showed everyone leaving.
But yeah, they were trying to show other things. So I guess maybe other people, like you said, just
it's depressing. There's hardly any windows in there. You're like in a dungeon. You know, there's no painting, no artwork, nothing exciting to look at. And then you look up at the screen and there's this giant 85-inch TV telling you that there's 1,000 calls in the queue. Like I don't want to. That's not what I want to look at all day. Like, I can't. This it's horrible. You gotta go through it and look at it every day. Like Sunday nights, I would just be at home like, oh Lord, it's Monday. Like I can't do this. And the ambulance kept coming to the job, and it wasn't for patients. It was for the workers.
Yes. Again, like we said, the hospital was not attached to the appointment center. Like the hospital was like down the street. Right. But the appointment center, like I said, over 200 people there. the ambulance would come regularly. And then when we found out, like, they were coming for employees, like they were coming to pick up because an employee passed out from exhaustion or stress, or they didn't even put it in the email, like such and such a left, whatever. It was that bad. And I knew then, like, I don't want to be one of those people on a stretcher. Yeah, because I'm stressed from this job. But I know it's not easy for any and everybody to just get up and go. But I think metrics was a really big thing. So yeah, they measured you on how long you was in the bathroom, your lunch breaks. I mean, everybody has, 30-minute lunch breaks. I think it was one 30-minute lunch break and 2 15-minute breaks or whatever. And
you even get in trouble if it's the end of the day and you get that 1-second call before 5 o'clock. And if you're on the phone long with them, you get in trouble. So do you want me to accommodate the patient or not? Because I'm confused.
I think they changed that. It was like it's probably changed after you left. So they allowed you to stay on the phone however you need to stay on the phone with the patient. Well, I wouldn't say as long as you need. Because some people are talkers. So, especially like, at least from my experience, like older people will come.
Ladies, they want to chat.
Yeah, they don't want to just make an appointment. They just, if they see that you're friendly,
they want to talk to you.
They want to talk to you. And because of that, you're on the phone. Then the boss will come around because they listen to every single call.
And
every call is
recorded.
Oh,
Lord, don't forget to say the ending statement or the beginning thing. Like, oh my, you didn't say that. That's too
Thank you for calling. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you for calling. Blah, blah, blah.
I don't care. You know who you
Was there anything else I could do for you? Is there anything else I could do for you?
No, there's nothing else I can do for you. You know who you call. Why I got to say thanks for calling? You dialed the number. No,
but yeah, so that was it made the culture there very, very stressful,
draining. It was very draining. And then you think like
depressing, anxiety.
Yeah, it's bad. So you think like when I first applied, I know everybody's like, well, why didn't you just quit? I did, but it's like
eventually,
when I went for the job, I guess they always make it seem like something it's not. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm just talking on the phone, whatever. This is gonna be a piece of cake. Yeah, no, because there's too many extra things involved, scripts and times and, and I don't understand how can I work for an appointment center where there's no appointments? Like, make it make sense to me. Because I'm searching and there's nowhere to put you.
Yep. So then you have to put the patient on a wait list, or sometimes the doctor's offices like certain doctors would only want the office scheduling their appointments. Right. Even though they still come up in our system. And then there's no notes that says that, it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to call the doctor's office and then find out, by then, but the patient is upset and they're angry. And we've had people cuss us out, it's like, I just work here.
I'm gonna do with your doctor.
Yeah. So
you chose that doctor.
But yeah, I know for myself, my experience, I started to get an anxiety from working there. I started getting anxiety and I didn't know it. Like I was seeing somebody, just from stress, daily stress, which is good. You gotta get the help where you can get the help. Yeah. And I explained to her and I'm like, I'm feeling like this. Like I'm feeling like I can't breathe. I can't catch my breath. I feel really tense. Yeah, I feel like a heaviness. And she's like, Shalina, that's anxiety. I'm like, oh my God, really? Yeah. And she was like, and I explained to her like when it happened, like just driving to work.
Just knowing. For me, it was every Sunday night. For me, every Sunday night, I would just feel this dark cloud of, oh my goodness, I'm about to go to work tomorrow. And it's going to be hellfire and brimstone. Like it was just, I would just sit in the car like, oh my gosh. After work, I would just sit in the car, roll my windows up and scream in the car. Like I need an emotional support animal.
Yay!
Just kidding. This is my real dog.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's now let's talk about the calls, because you're gonna get calls that have nothing to do with what you're, while you're working there. And then you have the people that just want to talk. And then you have the people who are really angry about something and there's nothing you can do to help them, but you try to like calm them down. Yeah. And then you have the woman who's trying to make an appointment and she's got her 10 kids screaming in the background.
Oh, when the mothers are calling to make appointments for kids, multiple children, and they want them on the same day, scheduled back to back.
Not gonna happen.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that was one of the worst ones.
It's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. What they will do is try to squeeze you into slots, but if they're not there, they're not there. So if you just show up, there's nothing they can really do.
Yeah, I dislike that. Like, and you got to be quick. But again, there's over 100, 200 schedulers in there, so you could be looking at Tuesday, 5 p.m. You better hurry up and make up your mind if you want that appointment or not, because
it's gonna be gone.
Somebody else over there, she's scheduling the same appointment and she grabbed it before you. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I tried to grab it, but somebody took it.
That's a horrible system. That kind of system is so it doesn't make any sense. And then it's like, okay, now you think they're done, right? Okay, anything else I can help with? No. Oh, but wait. I got 3 more kids. I want. Dude, you should have led with that. Like, I can't. Now I'm thinking I'm about to be done with this call, and then here you are with some more stuff.
Yeah, but like I said, if you're on the call for a certain period of time, like they feel like it's super long, then here comes management or team leads would come and be like, what's going on? Okay, I'm going to have to tell the patient, I'm so sorry. Can you please hold for a moment? They keep talking, or they can't make up their mind.
And I can't talk to you, manager, while I'm trying to schedule these people. So why are you asking me what's going on? I'm obviously still on the phone with these people. Get off my line.
But yeah.
And my manager was never there anyway. I think he worked maybe 3 days a year.
Oh my God.
I never seen him.
Yeah.
I never seen him.
I think what it is too is they entice you with the money. Like when I first got hired.
It's not worth it.
where did I work? I worked in just medicine. So medicine department was just for medical doctor, your PCP, you know. But then they have this other department.
They add on departments. Add on. And then before you know it, you're scheduling for 3, 4, 5, 6 departments. There's some people that are doing like 17, 18, 19 departments.
Yeah. So the highest one was, I think it was 17 or 18 different medical departments.
I'm not doing that.
So I was there for like, were you gone when I
was gone.
I think she's probably gone by then. But they were like, oh, I forget this one lady's name, but she was trying to entice everybody who got into the program. It was like fast track. So you would learn about each department each day. So like say today we're learning about dental or something. Just give an example. Okay, so they teach us how to use the system to schedule for dental appointments. And then that same day you take a test. Okay. And then if you still got time within your day, they're going to take you back to your seat and you're going to start getting those calls.
That's horrible.
They're going to start getting those calls.
So that's 1 day of training.
1 day of training, either for 1 or 2 departments in that day. And I know, like, people I used to hang out with, we would goof off. Like, we were like, we're not going back to our desk. Like, let me study some more.
Yeah.
You know, but I will say this. My anthem every day after work when I was doing that training was Cardi B. What was that? It was Bodak Yellow. That was my song. Every day after work, when I was doing those trainings, I listened to that song, I blasted it.
Had to get you through.
It got Cardi, you got me through. Kodak Yellow got me through. No, I think it's Bodak Yellow. Got me through, okay? It got me through, and I passed every single test 100%.
No, don't get me wrong. This is for some people. Some people, y'all can do that.
Some people can,
You multitask. You're cool with all the metrics. This is good for you. You've been doing it so long. Cool. That's good. That's for you. We're just talking about how it's not for us.
Yeah, and it's okay. Like, if you guys caught one of my other videos, I talked about Amazon, my experience working in Amazon. Like, some people can just do it. Some people are retired from the job that we're talking about.
Can't do it.
And I'm okay. I have no FOMO. I'm okay with knowing that it just was not for me. I'm not built for that. And I am triggered when it comes to any type of like phone job. Like you was talking about something today. I was like, wait, are you on the phone?
Like a headset.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care. You wouldn't be on the phone like that. I don't care.
Traumatized. You know what's bad when you work for a call center and then you start answering your personal phone like that?
Yeah.
You're like, hey,
snap.
This is my real phone.
Yeah, this is our real phone.
Hello. It's bad. Like it's bad. It is horrible. Our experience.
Yeah, and so I know I had one friend. She used to work at a call center too for a different hospital. And she said she had nightmares. I said, OMG.
Because you hear, like, hear the ringing.
Yes, that's what she said. She said she heard the ringing in her nightmare. Yeah, I'm like, oh no. It starts creeping in any and every which way that it can.
And it makes you not want to talk on your regular phone anymore.
Yes, it made me not want to, it made me not want to make my own appointments because I'm on the phone talking so freaking much. Yeah. I want to come home. I don't want to listen to the TV. I don't want to see I don't want to talk to nobody.
I don't want to hear ringing.
I don't want to do nothing.
None of that.
I'll text you though. You know, I can text you.
Real quick.
Yep.
And then if you be like, oh, I just text you, can I call?
No, I'm busy. I'm busy.
Okay.
I just can't. I don't know. I don't feel like it. No.
But, you know, I'm glad that I got out of there because it was trauma.
So what do you think is the last straw for you to make you be like, I'm gone?
The final straw for me was like a Monday. Mondays are the worst. You know, everybody's like, ooh, it's Monday. Let me do everything that I need to do in my entire life on a Monday. So when that happens, of course, Mondays are like the busiest days. You know, you're stressed out. The calls that keep coming in. You look up at the queue and there's 2,000 calls in there. And then it's just like, and then you want to time me on stupid stuff like going to the bathroom. I was just like, you know what? And then I think another thing is the stupid little meetings in between. Like, oh, let's come to my office and discuss your metrics.
Fuck those metrics, bro.
Like, I don't want to talk about them. So after that, it was like, you know what? We're going to keep talking about these impossible metrics that you're doing when all these people here are stressed out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They try to have potlucks. They try to do things that make it, you know, not as stressful.
I never seen a potluck.
It didn't take away from, you're already gone. It didn't take away from the fact of just how stressful the job was. And it was a revolving door of employees too. Yeah. Constantly people coming in and leaving.
It was to the point that people were leaving after the training. It was like, oh yeah, after I did the training, yeah, I'm good. They were just
they figured it out. It was just
they were leaving after the training wasn't even done, and people were like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do this. They were leaving. They ain't even been on the floor. They were gone.
That's true though. There was two really big things that happened for me to make me say, yeah, I'm going. Again, I planned for it. Maybe it was consciously, subconsciously. I don't know. I was preparing myself for it. Mentally, physically, I was just preparing myself for it. And I really got into my religion and belief. And I said I had to be like Peter, I think it's Peter, jumping out the boat into the unknown. But I want something and it's not in my comfort zone. And it's not here.
Well, you got to have the patience of Job to even work there.
Yes, I didn't have it. But two big things. One of the big things was, I remember I was going to the bathroom and there was these three women in the bathroom. They were older. They were like late 40s, 50s, okay? And these two women was consoling this one woman because she was crying in the bathroom. Again, late 40s, 50s. And she was crying about her metrics because her metrics were bad and you get points. After a certain amount of points, you get fired, okay? And so I just saw that and even though I was not a part of that situation, I still felt it. Yeah. And then the last straw for me is when I got COVID. When I had COVID, I'll tell you what, they treated us good when we had COVID. I had COVID.
Because they wanted you to come back.
Yeah, they wanted us to come back. So they didn't use PTO. They actually had like their own like COVID time bank or whatever. And they gave me, what else they give me? They gave me DoorDash. They gave me DoorDash, y'all.
Hey, let me send some food to your house while you're dying.
Yeah, so they loaded up. They asked me like, how many people live in your household? I'm like, oh, me, my son and I, whatever. And they loaded up DoorDash, like on the actual app, a certain amount of money every single day. But you got to use it all that one day. But for 14
Don't have
days.
Any leftovers.
Yeah, no. We breakfast, lunch, and dinner, okay? We experimented with so many things. That was beautiful. For 14 days straight, every day. DoorDash.
At least you got something out of it.
I got something out of it. When I went back to work,
that dark cloud.
That dark cloud, but also just the fear of COVID. I didn't have it bad where I was in the hospital or anything like that, but it was still pretty bad. It had me scared and shaken up. And I said, what if I died? What if COVID took me out?
You know what they would have did? They would have Lysol your chair and told the next person to sit down in your chair and answer the phone calls.
Come on, no.
That's what happened.
What did you win? That's beautiful empty cubicle.
That's what happened.
Welcome to the cubicle.
You wouldn't have got a card or nothing.
No card or nothing. Yeah, I just, my own, I don't know, I just felt like, what if I had died? I would have died and I hated this job. Like, just so many regrets. I quit my job. I typed it up, gave him my 2 weeks notice, and that was it. I had no job lined up. I didn't look for any job prior. It was really, truly a leap of faith.
She stepped out on faith, y'all.
Yeah, I didn't tell my family. I didn't tell my friends. Did I tell you? I know I told you eventually.
You did.
Yeah. But I didn't work for 6 months. God was good. Still had food in the fridge. Bills was paid. I didn't tell nobody. And then when I did tell people, like my family, a lot of them were upset. Because they're like, why didn't you tell me? You didn't trust me.
It's none of your business. No, I'm just playing.
It's not about that. It's just that you know your family loves you. And I think what it was for me was like, their love can maybe be smothering a little bit to the point where it's like, you know, I just care about you. Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm dealing with enough already. I don't need you to ask me if I'm okay. But I kept talking about the, certain people noticed I wasn't talking or complaining about the job as much. After I had COVID, like I said, I didn't tell anybody because, you know, I love my family and I know they love me, but I didn't need all that smothering or all these questions or did you find a job yet? Did you find a job yet? I didn't need all that stress. So that's why I didn't tell anybody. And maybe, shoot, I want to move out of Ohio. I probably won't say nobody anything then either. Just like I just do it on my own. I'll tell them eventually.
We'll stalk you.
I mean, I would tell you.
We'll stalk you.
But yeah, you just get to a point, and at the end, I think the biggest thing is that in the end, we both chose ourselves.
Yes, choosing yourself is important. You must choose yourself over everything in all situations.
We chose our mental health, our spirits.
And honestly, after leaving there, it was like the hugest weight was off of my chest. It was like every Sunday night, I don't have to think about, oh my gosh, Monday is going to be 3,000 calls in the queue. And I'm just sitting there like, when will this day end? It's just like, inhale, exhale. Like, this feels amazing. And then it's that time in between where you're not working, you're just chilling until, you know, you start your new job. And that feels good too. Like, I'm not, what were we talking about earlier? You spend so much time at work.
Yeah, so
getting ready for work, being at work, coming home from work, preparing for work the next day. Like, sometimes I just don't want to work.
And yeah, you're right. We talked about that earlier. So I figured, even the job I have now, I spend a total of 11.5 hours a day dedicated to that job. And I put the time that's included in that is getting up in the morning, what time I get up in the morning, getting ready, getting dressed, travel time there. I don't start my time until I'm in my home, not in the driveway, not in the garage, but when I'm in the home, not even when I clock out. When I'm in the home is when I get my time. And it's way less than 11.5 hours. And that's when you have to figure out, this is not going to get me where I want to go. Unless we talk about 6 figures. If you make it 6 figures, you know, I mean, even that job could be stressful, but it'll get you closer to your goals, to hopefully trying to be an entrepreneur or working for yourself in some type of way or some way, in some type of capacity.
Right. But, and there's nothing wrong with using the job that you have as a vehicle to push you to your, you know, into being an entrepreneur. If it's something that is helping you get closer to what you're trying to do, then, you know, that's what we all have to do.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's what I'm doing. I'm using my job to pay for like certain classes or things like that to get better at my craft of what I do, because it's all an investment. And then just outside of just YouTube, just investing and just learning about that whole aspect of as well. So just bettering yourself. So
I just feel like there's been so many things that we were just never taught. So it's like we're playing catch up forever.
Well, like, okay, leading off what you just said, things that were never taught. When we're growing up, we're always taught, what do you want to be when you grow up? Basically, where do you want to work? Work for who? Exactly. But there's never that real talk of, well, you know, you could be not only just that genre of you can be anything you want to be, but
It was never a, what business do you want to own? What CEO, like, would you like to be the CEO of this or of that? Those talks were never given. It was like, where do you want to work? Figure it out now. Spend all these years in college.
65 years working.
You know, be in debt and go work for someone else. That's just what you're taught.
Things have changed. Things have changed. Some people don't even opt to go to college anymore because it's like, for what?
For what?
I got a 4-year college degree, you know, and it's like, I got to pay off this student debt. I didn't have rich mommy and daddy. I didn't have a whole bunch of millions or thousands of dollars of scholarships and stuff like that.
We were talking about that earlier. Like, we get up, we go to work, and it's like 8-year-olds making millions of dollars on YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube, or they do that with the YouTube, but they also use it as a platform to create other things. Like Jackie Aina, I love her, and she does a whole lot of stuff. Like, she created her own like candle line and collaboration with makeup companies and stuff like that. Like, it branches off to other things. So yeah, hit that subscribe button because I would love to do that here. Throw that plug in there.
So basically, to wrap it up, don't work at a call. No, I'm just letting you know our experience. I know people work there now. They're still there. Whatever. If that's for you, that's for you. It's just not for us. And we're just letting you know from our experience what happened. And I don't want to do that.
But we thank you, the people that do work into those, you know, appointment centers.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart, because, you know, I might be calling up and talk to you and, you know, you're all bubbly, but people can tell in your voice. That was another thing we were taught, is people can tell if you're like happy or not, you know, and that can drive a conversation, you know. So
I at first I started, I was happy and bubbly. I would like talking to people, like, yeah, for real, what happened? And then you just having a whole conversation. But then when it got to like numbers, it's like, oh well, I can't really be cool with you because I gotta hurry up and get off the phone.
And take the because they want you call after call after call.
Take the next call. So it's like, I want to, you know, I want to chat with you a little bit, but I can't because I gotta take the next call. So I hope everything's going good in your life. Next caller.
Peace out. But yeah, talking so much like that too, you get thirsty. What happens? You drink water. What happens? You gotta go to the bathroom, probably frequently, and now you're affecting your numbers at the end of the month.
Don't take that sip of water on the phone.
I didn't drink a lot of water.
Like, I heard you drinking. What's that?
Was that spring water? Oh, was that spring water? Or was it tap?
Like, you can't, like, it's out of control. It's insane.
Yeah, it was really, really bad.
It was bad. And it might not be all places. It was just where we worked. Yeah. There might be call centers that they actually care about you in there.
Yeah, they actually care. Oh, taking time off. So again, we said there's 100 or 200 people in this.
You still can't get a day off.
Everybody got to work off this one calendar. One calendar.
I'm gonna just leave.
And sometimes it's based off of seniority.
Well, you have to have your seniority. You know, the person that's been there forever, they got to get their day off versus the new person that just started. I get it, but everybody has issues and problems, or they need to see their own doctor. I can't see my doctor because I'm in here working for this doctor.
They were open 24/7, 365 days. So if you're off Christmas this year, you're not going to be off Christmas next year. Or whatever holiday you may celebrate. You know, if it was celebrated at that hospital, you would not get it off twice. You just wouldn't.
You can't. It's impossible.
And our schedule, okay, this definitely happened after you left. They changed our schedule because of the influx of people coming in and out so much. They didn't have a lot of people on this time schedule or that time schedule. So what they did is they created 6-month schedules. So every 6 months, your schedule changed.
That's funny.
They gave you 20 options. 20 different options of shifts. You had to pick your top 10, and then they randomly picked out of those 10 what your schedule is going to be for the 6 months.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And you do it again in the next 6 months. So twice a year, your schedule would change.
Instead of them looking at why this is a revolving door, why people are not happy, what's going on with your employees, to solve the issues of why people don't want to work there. Why do you think that, like, boosting morale in a workplace is important? When people aren't happy at work, they're not going to be so great, excited to do their job. They're going to be in bad moods.
We're just here.
Stuff is not going to get done, and nobody's going to be happy.
Trying to get a check.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, that's how they enticed me into the program, into the department that I went to, working 17 departments. The lady was like, do you like Louis Vuitton? That's what she was talking about. Louis Vuitton and Gucci, come over to my department and make money, 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 money. You can work all the overtime you want. Blah, blah, blah. When I first got over there, I did, you know, work my regular hours, plus I did some overtime. But then after a while, I was like,
and then they know the people who are going to keep working. So it's like, they know the workers who don't care about working overtime. So they're going to keep asking them over and over, hey, you want to do that overtime? Hey, maybe I need a break.
Nope.
Okay. Just putting that out there.
Nope. Oh, yeah. I was going to say something about the breaks. Like, if you knew you was doing bad with your metrics, oh, you still had to, your lunch break. So say you're on the phone with a patient and
it cuts into your lunch break.
So you get a 30-minute lunch break. Say they cut into 15 minutes of your lunch break. And then you go on your lunch break. You're going to get dinged because you're going late.
Oh, yeah.
And you can only take the remaining 15 minutes left. Whatever's left, you take. If you decide to take that other 15 to have your whole 30 minutes, you're going to get dinged again because you're coming back late. And I'm like, but their whole motto is patient care. Patients come first.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You got anything else to add?
Patients don't come first. Their insurance comes first.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you don't have it, you can't even get an appointment.
Or you could, but you got to go through this financial department first. And then you got to pay for your appointment before you're even seen.
I mean, I get it in a sense, like no doctor wants to work for free.
Yeah.
But also, I think people get treated according to what insurance they have. And that's just, for me, working in doctor's offices, seeing that with my own eyes. Like, oh, since this patient has this, treat them like this. Oh, this patient has this, treat them better.
Wow.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
That's deep.
So, just putting that out there.
Yeah, so guys, chime in. You have any of your experiences you want to share with us, leave them down in the description box below. Like, comment, helps me out with the algorithm. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining Lena Gang over here. I appreciate it. We will catch you next time with Luna and Waymin. Peace out. Asante sana.
Peace, guys.
I wanna all night.